Hello.
Evening.
Will the question be obvious?
Well, the question is, can my day get any worse? The answer is hopefully no.
The answer is maybe.
Why not? If a slug can be a cat, why can't a slug be a cheetah as well?
The slug cheetahs.
That is a good question. I would actually like to play tonight for once. Maria, Maria. It's my 25-month subiversary. You're one of the only 2 channels I sub to.
Huh?
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be bad for you, especially if you've been dehydrated recently, to kind of flush yourself out.
Yeah.
As long as you're also incorporating electrolytes in with that water. Because that's the problem with drinking a lot of water like that. You're flushing all of your electrolytes out too.
Huh.
Most people are dehydrated, so being slightly overhydrated would probably be better than dehydrated.
I do not know. I will do an ad. Oh, you have already done it.
So, according to this health website I found, the average man in the US should be drinking at least 15 cups of water a day, which is almost exactly 1 gallon.
Oh.
Hello.
What? Why is your
That was
join sound the death from fucking Knights of the Old Republic?
Because it helps me recognize quality individuals.
Oh my god.
I had my gamer sups today, so I'm feeling energized.
I should get some water before everybody else gets here.
They don't have caffeine blue anymore, so I just have decaf blue.
Oh, I love the blue stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
Ooh.
direction? Ooh,
Wait until the very last minute to vote. Got it.
Yep.
oh my god. I think we are trying to stop the world from ending.
Hmm. There are more worlds.
It's the end.
I like this one. Hmm.
They can't be that good gods because they're
There
lost.
are multiple things in these series that are random bullshit that you invented off the top of your head, but you know what? It works. It it just works. It
Also,
just
the
works.
RuneScape penguins.
Oh my god. What the fucking penguins?
No, I haven't gotten to it yet. I don't have enough skills yet for it. I don't know. I clicked on one of the penguins and it was like you need to have X level and X skill to do this quest. But like I see them wandering around like hiding in bushes and like rocks and stuff. I like questing in RuneScape. The quests are actually very good. I don't particularly enjoy grinding skills, but that's basically what I've been doing. I just go into the wiki and find which quests I can do that give me skill XP for my lower skills, and then do them. I That's useful. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to definitely check out all of those quests. I'm gonna be like super busy tomorrow because I have to work and I have a doctor's appointment and a therapy appointment, but we'll definitely try like Sunday night. Funny.
Okay.
I could definitely kneecap you if you want.
What occurred last time?
So we fought the necromancer. We killed them. We met with a psychopomp. The psychopomp Deus Ex Machina'd us so that Soren was not, or Thorn was not dead.
The bird
Um,
chased me around, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a discussion with them for a while.
And then they told us that the Adventurers Guild might have a bounty for the necromancer. And then we met up with the psychopomp that gave us the quest. They cast a gentle repose on the necromancer's body, and we went and took a little nap.
I swing. Also, fuck me, I hit the stop streaming button accidentally. God damn
Rip.
misclicks.
And we're back.
Okay. Please load for me. Boundary. Stop being bad. Please don't hate me. I'm very fragile and emotionally vulnerable, Foundry Sama, and if you hate me, I don't think I can recover from that.
Same.
I'll just be caught in this loop of despair and agony. I don't know what I'll do with my life. I might turn to horrible, horrible evil practices like sports. Oh, we're missing Big's token on the front page thing. Oh, fair. Okay. So I got one thing working. So as soon as I get this loaded.
I appreciate that you caught that joke, Palo.
Size.
Wait, which joke got
I,
caught?
I posted a meme in the general chat.
it took me a moment, but I've. Jesus Christ. I've never even watched Star Trek. I don't know shit about Star Trek.
Isn't that the one with the Jedi where they're like going around the world trying to hate on the
Yeah, that's
Sith
definitely what that is. It's
using a
definitely
portal
that
gun?
one. Using a portal gun. How
Han
many
Solo
pieces
flies
of
the
media can
Enterprise.
we?
I thought it
How
was
many?
the Andromeda.
How many
Oh
pieces of
God,
media can we smash
no,
together?
we don't talk about Kevin Sorbo anymore.
Who?
I generally have no idea. I'm just
Kevin
throwing
Sorbo?
words out.
Kevin Sorbo was the actor that was the main character in Andromeda, and he also played Hercules in the Hercules TV series.
Oh, never mind. Let's not talk about that guy. I remember exactly why we don't talk about him.
I know him
Yes.
for a different thing, but anyway, D&D.
So, anyway, you arrive at the Adventuring Guild alongside Aurora.
We're here.
She And as you look around, you see an odd, or at least you think it's odd, number of cheetahs. All seeming to just be hanging around, chilling, talking, gossiping.
Making that weird noise that cheetahs make.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 3D canvas to load.
So am I.
My grandfather said that cheetahs never prosper.
No.
That was so anti-cheetah. The Lion
That
King
was
was messed up for that.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Zazu?
Wow, Zazu's racist.
Oh, Zazu's a prick.
I've never seen the original Lion King, so I don't know
What?
anything.
I don't know what it is about birds in animated movies, but like people have it out for birds.
Hello, how can you be a furry and never have watched The Lion King?
I watched Lion King too.
So you know how hot Kovu is, but not how hot Nala
Okay.
is.
Curse jokes aside.
Yeah.
So anyway, everything is loaded. And hopefully everyone's in the thing.
We are here.
I'm not there because I have to get some stuff from the kitchen, but I will be there.
Our
Is it
Slugcats
combat or is
real?
it just?
Quite the coalition of cheetahs we've got here.
Aurora just looks at Aurora just looks at Maria quizzically. I'm afraid I don't see any here.
Maria just looks around, looking
see
from
any
cheetah to
cheetahs.
cheetah.
Well, yeah, it's a bunch of wolves, dragonflies, otters, and the like.
I think you're blind.
So one of us is seeing something completely different than the other.
I'm seeing all the cheetahs.
Can I make a perception check or something to see if I could tell if it's an illusion?
That would be able to save.
Okay. Maria kind of like rubs her eyes and like shakes her head a little and then looks around again.
All right. Roll. I'm gonna have you roll religion.
Where is it? There it is. Wasting all of my high rolls right now.
It's debatable as to whether that's wasting.
As a player, I don't like that there are so many red circles on the map.
Skyrim moment.
Oh, I guess also roll society.
Everybody or just
Maria.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Wow.
I will get you that information.
Wow.
I rolled a 17, an 18, and a 19 in order. That was
We're only getting higher. Next one will be a 20.
Knock on wood. But yes, she there's a character in the next generation called Data. And
There
in
you
one
go.
of the episodes, they catch a weird space fever.
I'm loading into the game now. I'm finally
Entering into
back.
data entry.
Okay. I'm really in a location to talk now. Hi.
Now you can start your VTuber.
Uh,
I
Working
posted the
on
link
that.
for mine.
Okay.
Maria looks around. We're in the Wolf Kingdom. The number of cheetahs in this kingdom is probably lower than the number of cheetahs in this square.
Well, on one hand, it's an adventuring guild, and while normally I would go for if only one person sees something different than the rest, then there might be then it's probably the one person that's wrong. But on the other hand, illusion magic exists.
Something's not right in here, though. There are trickster gods that have pulled madness like this.
Honestly, this would be a pretty good prank if it was Wraitha.
Wraitha's pranks generally are a little more harmful than this. Unless everyone's going to turn around and attack us. Maria then looks to everybody in the room to see if any of them make a move towards them.
Staring.
I will say, Maria will notice one character in a table kind of adjacent to them, just kind of looking them over.
Maria looks them over. You can't tell if she's checking you out or checking you out.
At this point, he's staring. He's just staring at you, like directly into your eyes as well.
Maria cocks an eyebrow at them.
He mirrors this.
Maria sticks her tongue out.
And he does the same.
Maria just chuckles and goes back to looking at the rest of the room. Well, doesn't look like anybody is going to try to murder us right now. Perhaps we should continue on with our journey. At the very least, someone is trying to play a prank on us. At worst, we have to fight everybody here.
Aurora would say, well, you're free to discover whatever this mystery is. I need to
Where's
meet
our
with
final
the
order then?
I need to meet with the guildmaster and turn in this bounty and see about processing your application.
Thank you for doing that.
Hmm.
She then instructs each of you, hold out your hand.
Maria holds her hand out.
Mm-hmm.
1 3-fingered paw is held out.
She She mutters something under her breath, and suddenly a rainbow of color traces itself across the backs of each of your hands, forming the number 6, a dash, an S, and an N.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's
Maria
suspicious.
waves her hand. So, what is this for? I don't know what that accent was.
It is extremely concerning.
Oh, calm down, Cash. They've done nothing to make us think that they're trying to hurt us. I'm just curious as to why they've marked us.
You've been to a private club before, right?
Ah,
Consider these your wristbands.
Oh, enough then.
It marks you all as part of the same party and as well as my guests.
Cool.
very well then.
As long as you
Ooh.
have those marks, feel free to mingle and investigate this mystery that you've come across.
So, should we just walk up and start asking people how they feel about antelopes?
If that is how you investigate mysteries, you are certainly free to.
Feel like just because they're anthropomorphic cheetahs doesn't mean all of them are just into gazelles and antelope.
You see Aurora wave her hand, walk forward, and suddenly disappear in a faint flash of light, glimmer of light.
I feel like
Wait.
that thing in the center of the room shouldn't completely block my vision.
Yeah, that's a fountain.
It's just going up.
I like how one side of this
It
fountain
doesn't
is
go
just
up
black.
that far.
Like there's a section of this fountain that's just black color.
Okay.
That's in front of the light.
I don't think this thing handles 3-dimensional shadows very well.
Some of that is vision, which means it's actually there's a part of it that gets covered in black because of how Foundry is set up in general.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, it's
Blue.
fine. It just was
a little
It's a
weird.
interesting to me that
fountain.
Anyway,
So now what do
look,
we
it's a
do?
camera.
Do we go in and see if there's anyone who will take the bounties?
I think that's
I
what
guess.
Aurora was doing for us.
So what do we do? Sit out here and wait?
What's the mystery we have to
let's-
solve?
Let's get to know the locals. Maria walks up to this one.
Oh, we're gonna terrify everybody here.
Greetings, adventurer. Out of character. That I felt like an NPC there. Anyway,
So talk to this guy over here.
Channeling your inner
Isn't it?
Skyrim, man.
The cheetah looks you up and down and says, "Hey, newbie,
oh, is it that obvious? Maria looks herself over.
you don't have a crest."
Fair enough. Yeah, we did come in to join the guild. We also killed a necromancer recently that we heard was not liked around these parts.
We came to turn in the bounty.
Oh, I see. That one that was brought in by the gods. Not bad.
Brought him by the gods.
Yes. There was. Why am I having so much trouble remembering the word?
Mood.
Words are hard.
Nice.
Especially for people that have dyslexia.
Why are my computer fans going so loud? What the fuck is happening?
Yes,
My work
that
computer
particular
does that.
bounty was brought in by one of the proctors.
Maria looks confused. What is a procta?
You guys really are new to all of this.
Indeed. Are you talking about Aurora?
No. Though I imagine that she's not far off from that. The proctors are some of the more well-known adherents of certain demigods. The ones who maintain the balance.
Interesting. If one wanted to learn more about these proctors, where would they go?
Well, the library teaches quite a bit about planes and religions. It's a decent start.
I do always enjoy a good trip to the library. I will make note of it for my next learning adventure.
Well, it's inside the guild.
That is convenient. Can you point me in the direction of this library?
Just go to reception, and I'm sure that one of the receptionists will guide you. As far as convenience, that's kind of the point. The guild is in charge of instructing on who you can trust, who is safe to accept a quest from, so on and so forth, as well as the various laws of this kingdom, other kingdoms, how not to step on any toes.
You know, we could have used that months ago.
You've been traveling for months and you've never visited an adventuring guild?
It's been a weird few months.
I just never
mean,
felt the need.
I never really considered myself an adventurer in the traditional sort.
Yes, up until this, I was merely a traveling alchemist. The adventuring life kind of found me instead of the other way around.
I was handling my own tasks and then ran into this group. Why do I keep sliding into Sprout voice? Stop it.
Presume they're both small. That's probably why.
You're just growing into it.
Sprout is croaky.
Poor
Seeker
race is
fly.
Paolo. Thinks all smalls are the same.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's sizes, technically, not racist.
Yeah, exactly. Get it right.
So what do you all do?
Anyway.
Can
Also,
you
don't
point
forget
me
to
in
move your
the-
tokens.
Can you point me in the direction of reception? I am, as you said, quite new here.
It's probably that way.
Yeah, it's through the big front doors. The double doors.
Thank you. Maria does a little curtsy and then walks towards the double doors.
Seeker waves frantically and then follows after.
Oh, now I can tell it's a fountain.
You could see like the dark shadow of it before if you went at the right angle.
No. Before we all moved there, my intent was to talk to. I know this. I know not to this person while they were talking to that guy, which is just so look at that coincidence. I think look at this one's different.
My old nemesis. Doors.
Nemesis. Anyway, let's let Cash have their conversation.
Yes. So
Okay.
I said, "Hello. I've not been in this part of the kingdom. What is it? Who might you be?"
1 second. So wait, who are you talking to?
Which I'm pretty sure is the new person.
Oh, okay. Soren? Or no, wait, not Soren.
Big.
Big. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the person who was looking at us intently.
You hear? Big.
He'll look up for a sec. Hmm?
I asked your name.
Oh, yes. I am Xavier Alexander Lieta Entrati III. Thank you. Just kidding. You can call me Zale.
Oh, well, all right then.
You see Soren
Cool.
is taking out a quill and paper and making sure to take notes of your name.
I'm gonna look up that name on my little data pad phone thing and just real fast. To see if that's real person. But I would. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna ask. Pretty honest, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna ask.
If I may ask, do new people around here typically write down the names of everybody they meet?
Oh. I just
No.
make sure to, if I get someone's name, I want to get it correct on their headstone.
What?
Are you a coroner?
No, but I work with them.
How?
I hold up my amulet that is like a guillotine. I worship Damrick. What do you mean?
Demrick.
The weighted swing?
Some execution
Roll
angel.
He kind of looks at you with a confused face.
I worship an executioner. It's a necessary job.
Interesting.
Each their own, I suppose.
An executioner. Do you work for any particular city by chance?
No,
Are you a freelancer?
I guess.
Are you allowed to execute whoever you want?
No.
Oh, this is killing me.
If I were to do something so
I think
egregious, I would lose my holy abilities.
Execution.
So, who do you execute?
The wicked.
Maria slides in from nowhere.
Is it for the other
Executioners are
conversations?
state-sponsored murderers. They only kill people who the law deems necessary.
State-sponsored murderers.
I'd answer to no law of beast.
So who's worthy of being executed?
How do you decide?
I do not. Damarick does.
Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed the rest of you were adventuring together.
Well, we are,
We
but we just
are.
met this
We
one.
are.
I'm
We
a
haven't had
recent
much time
acquisition.
to get to know each other. It's been a very busy last month.
I see.
What
Yes,
is,
there a lot of odd things have occurred. Not much room to simply be to bond, I guess. Let's call it.
Thorn is the
Yes.
most recent addition to our party.
Yes.
And I do like to give a good-natured ribbing every once in a while. Maria pats Thorn on the back.
It's okay. It's a good test of my faith. Our times will come, and I want to make sure that I am on the right side.
Ribbing. Is that another word for execution?
I don't believe so.
Maria looks astonished. No, it's like a joke at someone else's expense that you don't actually mean.
Like a prank?
Indeed, like a prank, Maria lights up.
Out of character, what kind of creature are you? Because I can't tell. You got like a feline kind of nose, but you also kind of like a goat.
Like
What
a
are you?
sheep to me.
Yeah, what are you? Sheep?
A sheep or goat would be...
Sheep goat thing. Okay.
Something in the goat family. Got it.
Okay. Was wondering. Got it. Quick answer.
Excuse me 1 second. I need to check something. He'll kind of flip through his book for a bit. Okay. Let's see. We have tendency for violence, pranks, group that doesn't seem at all cohesive yet works together. And you've been traveling together for some time, right?
Maria looks at Seeker, and Seeker and I have been traveling together for quite some time. The rest of the group has
We've
come in and
accumulated.
out.
Wholly ununified, traveling with the wind. Yes, you'll do perfectly.
Perfectly for what?
Excuse me?
I'm
Alright.
joining your
Oh,
group.
are you? Ah, I see.
Well, the more the merrier. Maria reaches out her hand. I am Maria Emberhearth, and you are.
He looks at the hand for a moment, deciding what he's gonna do.
You do know what a handshake is. Maria cocks an
Hand.
eyebrow.
Eats the hand.
He'll grab your hand and just kind of like swing it back and forth.
More like this. Maria moves it up and down.
Oh, okay, yes.
Maria explains. It is a socially acceptable gesture of agreement given on like verbal contracts and things like that.
Are you not from here?
In a
So-
manner of speaking.
Where
I'm from
are
around.
you? Where are you from then?
Around.
That's another cryptic one. I see. That well, I forgot to do this when I walked up because I was so stunned. But here you go. As I give, do you know what a business card is? As I put out my business card to give.
I have one as well, and I hand you a tiny little headstone of cardboard.
I tried to hand so my business
thing to
card.
know,
You hand me
some
one,
transition-
I guess.
That laugh was in character, by the way. Maria slaps Thorn on the back. You are quite the interesting fellow, Thorn.
Interesting.
Reasonable to say. I like the style of your business cards. Love someone who puts their review up front.
Interesting.
Zali will take it, examine it around. What does Cassius say?
It says his name, his position as like master engineer at I still haven't been given the name of the company that I work for, but it says it on there. Master of
Right.
Metals, master engineer.
Right. What's a master engineer?
Corporation
Oh, I build
Incorporated.
machinery.
Working as an adventurer.
Oh, I'm on well, what some might call a vacation. I'm doing things away from work. These are my off days.
They're being drug all over the god's creation with us. We're slowly turning not such an upstanding citizen. Maria smiles at Cash.
Let's see. We have executioner. We have engineer on vacation.
I am a witch. Maria tips her hat.
Her hat that's on fire.
Indeed, my hat that's on fire. It still looks like a witch's hat.
And what patron do you follow?
That is classified information.
Yes,
Maria
classified.
winks.
Never mind.
Yeah, isn't that a little rude?
Is it?
Mm.
It depends on the patron. I can't give away the specifics. In fact, I really can't give away anything. Except for this lantern. Maria hands it to them.
I'd like to roll religion.
Actually,
He'll
that would
kind of
probably be nature.
But I'm not good. Actually, I am trained.
hold the lantern for a bit.
You keep it. Do me a favor and leave it somewhere interesting.
Hell yeah.
Does this not belong to you?
Let's just say my patron likes to find them in strange places.
I have no doubt.
Very well.
The lantern looks like a piece of wood carved into the shape of a pumpkin with a small like tea candle inside of it.
I don't know how I got muted. Fuck everything.
Maria, should we leave one in the bathroom again, or do you think that's too predictable?
Maria thinks for a second. Perhaps we hide one in the fountain.
Good plan, good plan.
What are you hiding in the fountain?
Do you think we could leave one inside of a book?
Maybe a paper lantern? Maria thinks for a second before sketching a lantern on a piece of paper and ripping it out.
Does that count?
Maria shrugs.
I look over. I said, "You forgot to light it in the drawing. You have to make it
Maria
look like it's
draws
turned
a little
on.
flame with a red color pencil.
There you go." Well enough. Let's get. Let's. Heard you found where we need to go next, Maria. So let's get on going.
Ah, yes. Well, we do find ourselves in libraries quite often. Not that I mind. I do love a good read. Maria heads for the doors.
Yes, once we get there, you'll have to tell me which books are hogwash and which ones are real literature.
All books, literature.
Technically, yes, but some are more important than others. Maria thinks for.
Sounds like book prejudice to me. Are you booksist?
Well, I mean, there are novels of history. There are tomes of history and magic spells, and then there are fiction tomes that are written by lesser authors that aren't very good with words. I'll leave it at that.
Like the one with the vampire and the werewolf.
There's a lot with that.
The sparkling vampires, yes.
I was about to say, do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
I do, actually.
Good to know.
But, no, what I mean, reputable books with good information. I assume they've been peer-reviewed.
Oh, you want, what are they called? Scholarly articles?
Yes, some of those will do.
You should check out the works of Chuck Tingle. He's quite the prolific author.
Beg your fucking pardon?
Maria smiles. Out of character, you are welcome to make a perception check to see if Maria is fucking around or not.
I fucking insight on your ass right the fuck now.
Me too, thanks.
Please fail. Please fail. Damn. I guess I need to make a deception check against that.
Yeah.
I am going to waste a hero point on that. Ah, damn.
So close.
We know what you are.
I think we already know.
Ah, I see. It's another prank of yours.
Maria frowns. It's no fun if you catch it immediately.
Well, then you gotta do it better.
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with the principle of accuracy by volume, but if you try again, I'm sure one of them will eventually succeed.
Maria shrugs. There's always tomorrow.
Well,
Ain't gonna be tomorrow if we don't get our asses moving.
Yeah, so
This is
let's
true.
I'm
go.
assuming at this point we are talking and walking towards the doors.
No,
You're
you've been
taking
at the
us too
door.
far
You've
to
been
open the
standing
door.
outside
We
the
can
door the
go
whole
through the
time.
doors. We
I
can't
can't
go
Apparently-
open
through
the
the
door.
doors.
I don't have permission.
Yeah, at first it said it was too far to open it, and then it says they don't have permissions.
Wait, why the fuck aren't the doors opening?
I don't know.
They don't have an animation. When they become slightly transparent, they're open.
Well, yeah, they're not doing anything.
Delete the doors.
It just keeps saying that I specifically don't have permission to update this tile.
Same.
Give me a second.
We've just been
I
standing
like how
here
you clicked it
bashing on the
earlier, and then it
doors.
stopped appearing, and now
Try walking
you left
through.
me.
Nope.
Whoops! I almost dragged. I'm in the door now. I'm across the door. Hell yeah! I made it. I did it. I'm free. Why
Maria
is it
up-
appearing again
Specifically
that I
set
have
through this
permission?
door.
Maria apports through the door.
Yeah, you got to go through the left one.
Go through the portal.
I can't fucking go through either of them.
So it's dark in here. Where's the desk? Do we just go through one of these?
It's
Give me a
dark.
second.
You
I'm
are
gonna.
likely to be eaten by a grue.
Oh,
Oh
my
shit!
God.
There it is.
Points at you, Minecraft modded player.
I was
Now-
making
now
a
I-
reference to Zork, thank you.
I could only see the people from
So then-
behind here.
There are. Hang on. Only having a day. Anyway, there are two cheetahs
Huh.
who look fairly similar, who seem to be sitting behind the reception desk as you both enter in. They rise, bow, and say, sorry, my brain just fucked off right for a moment. They stand up, clasp their hands together, and in perfect harmony with one another say, Ad bibliothecam stellarum, opening their hands as if holding a book.
You know what? For fun, Risa will repeat the gesture back, even though she has no idea what they just said.
I look in the book.
Can I make like a religion check or something?
They're gonna try to tell what language that is. They just spoke it.
Of course, I rolled a 19 on the check. I don't care. Man, I wanted to trick him into thinking that Chuck Tingle was a prolific nonfiction writer.
You should totally just try, like, Kent Hovind next.
Oh no.
Oh, hello, for your reference, I linked you to the Wikipedia page for what that reference is.
Okay, thanks.
Zorg.
Zork is
Oh,
one of the
it's
first
different.
RPG computer games ever made
Oh,
from 1977.
Interesting. I just googled the word "grew" and apparently that's French for crane, as in a construction crane.
Okay, I've got everyone inside now. We're good.
Also, if you've never heard of MC Front a lot, because nerdcore rap is criminally underrated.
Mm.
There you go.
Maria seems to light up and then repeats the gesture.
What brings you to our guild today?
Turning in a
Well-
quest. Or someone may have already turned it in.
We are turning in a quest. We killed a necromancer. We'd also like to join the guild if possible. Maria holds out her hand, showing the mark that Aurora left.
Yes, the one to the left says. The one to the right following up. The guildmaster will have to go over your application and should have a test. Even if this is what is getting you considered, there are various tests to make sure that the adventurers who join are of a certain caliber and quality. But
Understood.
feel free to access most of this place's facilities.
Could you point me in the direction of the library? I've heard y'all have quite an extensive collection.
Ah, yes, it is to your left.
Thank you. Maria does a little curtsy again.
I think that's where we're supposed to go, right? I'm just gonna stand here. Everyone's supposed to cheer. So I'm presuming there might change based on once you're already members, then we can see everyone else. It's like a security thing. I don't know.
See everyone else?
Could be.
I was talking about a character, not to the people.
Let's all go to that library. Let's all go
Ah,
to
shit.
that library.
I presume we're following Maria, right?
I mean, you don't have to follow Maria. You probably should to keep her out of trouble, but
You know, I will.
I'm following
I
Maria
don't
to
trust
help
her.
the
I don't trust
trouble.
you alone.
The only problem is lagging. It does not like me moving.
Yeah, that's due to Fog of War, and I could turn it off, but I have no idea if that's going to cause a refresh, and that might not be great.
It's fine.
Maria
It's not like
looks
timing is
around.
important.
This door?
You see someone in front of the door, and they eye you up suspiciously, halting you.
Good day. I'm looking for the library. I was told it was down this path somewhere.
No. I know what you're here for, and I am going to stop you right here and now.
Maria raises an
You're keeping
eyebrow.
us from the books.
And
You-
what, pray tell, do you think we're here for?
You are here to leave more of those fucking lanterns. They're everywhere. Yesterday, it was under the table. Someone had sawed off one of the legs of the table and just put the lantern there. And if you took it away, the table would collapse. And then we had to get someone specifically to fix the table. I am on to you.
What? evidence do you have that we were doing this? This is outrageous.
I should point out right now that Zale is still holding the lantern.
Riza will
That
say,
is what they're looking at, yeah.
Riza will say it's not about whether or not there was evidence that you were the culprit last time. It's the fact that you might be the culprit this next time.
There are serial lantern leavers all around this kingdom, and we need to crack down on it.
Maybe this lantern
You
just happens
sure?
to be of the same model. How dare you?
Maria leans down to Seeker and whisper, handing them a piece of paper. Slip this in their pocket.
God damn. God damn it.
Seeker takes the paper.
Last time,
It's
someone left a lantern in the cafeteria, and everyone's food looked like it was on fire. Have you ever tried to eat food that's on fire? It is very, very difficult to convince yourself that it's safe, even when you know.
Is that not how marshmallows are to be eaten?
No, they are not on fire as you eat them.
They're not supposed to be on fire when they're in your mouth.
While they're distracted talking to everybody else, Seeker's gonna try and slide
I
his
find it
hand
admirable that you admit your cowardice so brazenly.
into their pocket.
Please work, please work.
I roll
Wait, do you
feverishly.
try to leave? Wait, you're trying to leave a mini lantern in their pocket?
No, a
So
piece
remember
of
how I
paper
made
with a
that
drawing of a
drawing of a lantern earlier?
Wait, what? Sorry, Paolo, go. Paolo.
Maria made a drawing earlier that was a lantern on a piece of paper, and Maria has folded it up and handed it to Seeker. Seeker's now trying to slip that piece of paper into their pocket.
Alright, roll it.
While they're distracted talking with everybody. Please, for the love of fucking God.
No.
Yes!
Sorry, you need a 33.
They seem to be completely distracted.
Nice.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
You'll have to see it.
Whenever they finish the conversation and walk off, Seeker's gonna high five Murray.
Maria is going to make a deception check now. 1 second. Where is my deception? There it is. I
Fuck yeah!
I don't
Nice.
know. I don't know what you're talking about, lanterns. I'm clearly just here for the library. If you would be so kind as to point me in the correct direction, we will leave you to your search.
If we see anyone leaving lanterns around suspiciously, we'll let you know.
Zale continues to just hold the lantern nonchalantly.
They squint their eyes at you. Very well. But if I see any lanterns, I am coming after you.
I look forward to it.
Cash size.
Seeker high fives Murray as they leave.
Did they
just
point
walk
us in the
out.
direction of the library?
Oh, it's past the door.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Why does it keep popping up? That I lack permissions. I didn't even click on it this time. You
Seeker is
two
now
are going to
scribbling
get
a
us
bunch of
into so much
drawings of
trouble.
lanterns.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cash. We did
Yes,
nothing.
you do. Well, you're going to do something.
We didn't do
And I know it.
anything illegal. Eh.
Well, you are. Just because it's not against the law does not mean that people will not get annoyed as to what you are doing.
Oh, who cares? Have a little fun for once.
I've just.
Kill.
We can have fun once we get paid.
Yeah, surely you can lighten up a bit. It's not good for you to be all tense all the time.
My idea fund does not have to have money involved.
So we'll just say, given that they're an adventuring guild, all things considered, oddities and pranks should kind of just be something that they can deal with. As an adventurer, you have to be ready for everything.
Zali will wait for everybody else to walk in before kind of looking to the door person. Should I leave this here?
They like walked away.
I'm glad we walked away.
Oh no, they're gone. The only person is the one inside the library.
Maria looks
Just-
over
just-
at them. You should definitely leave that on a random shelf in the library somewhere.
He'll... Let's see how big this library is. He'll kind of disappear behind this bookshelf for a moment.
Oh, my patron is going to get a kick out of that one.
You can kind of hear like books rustling like around for a bit, like he's moving a bunch of them.
Okay, roll stealth.
Sorry, one moment.
You'll get the hang of it eventually.
Wonder where the camera is.
And okay. So you were trying to put the lantern in one of the library shelves?
Give me one moment and then check DMs.
Oh, okay.
While they're doing that, Maria is just browsing the shelves.
Alright, I sent it.
Okay, noted. So anyway, as you all approach the caracal-like cheetah,
Hello.
he just
Oh,
says,
excuse
"You are new here, yes?
Yes.
Indeed.
And that means that you do not know the rules here, correct?"
You enlighten me.
Very well. This is the Arcanium, of which this one is in charge. It is, you may as well call it, her own little plane of the dream realm, and if you disrupt it, she shall have you torn apart by dream devils. How may this one
Very
help
well. I heard about what were they called? Out of character. The proctors? Was that it?
The thing you like asked the person about outside, yeah.
Yeah. I heard tale of these people called the Proctors that follow demigods. I was told that there might be a book or two that I could learn more about them here.
Currently, most of our books on other daughters of reality are, well, checked out by various guild members. Given the recent activity of psychopomps, as well as the suspected activity of one or two proteans.
You say proteans?
Yes.
Can I make a knowledge check to see if I know what that is?
Let me figure out what that is. Roll religion.
Maria's just knocking it out of the park on these knowledge checks today.
You know proteans to be the guardians of disorder and the natives of a primal plane of chaos known as the Maelstrom. They believe that it is their duty in life to cause mayhem and hasten entropic ends.
Interesting. And what are the denizens of the Maelstrom doing in the material plane?
Well, their servants are here because this kingdom has become a bit too orderly of late. The current ruler has been a bit too efficient in grabbing all of the different factions and pulling them under their wing.
Interesting. Maria thinks for a moment. Well, if you don't have any books on the Proctors, then would you happen to have any tomes on alchemy? I'm always looking to increase my knowledge on that subject.
No, you should seek out the Alchemist's Guild.
Very well. Do you mind if I look around?
Certainly, though what are you interested in learning about the Proctors?
What they are, or what their goals are, and those sorts of things. I know nothing about them, and I don't like to know nothing about a subject.
You may think of them as sort of champions, followers of these particular monitors of reality. They are creatures who seek to maintain either, well, some sort of order, even in chaos, if you will. They believe that the world only thrives in a certain way, and as the guardians of the cosmic system, they believe it is their duty to carry out certain goals. Sometimes it is seeing to the flow of life and death, others it is instilling chaos, others it is order.
So they're sort of like paladins or champions of a demigod. Interesting.
Certainly.
Well,
In
thank you.
particular, more than a few of them have been seen wandering the kingdom. It is a rather strange occurrence, as many of them do not choose to be in locations such as this. Usually they are found where something major is to occur.
Well, I hope nothing major is to occur here, Maria says. She almost looks excited.
Someone's fan is coming over.
It's Soren. I've been doing a lot of talking. Does anybody else want to talk?
No, just kidding.
I just don't want to hog
Apologies.
everything.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, your
my
character
mom's
is the one
question-
looking for stuff.
Yeah, you're the one with an actual goal. I just wanted to ask about what the fuck all this alchemy looking stuff. But otherwise, you're the one with the goal.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not like keeping everyone else from talking. I actually don't have anything else to ask at this point. Oh, actually, what sorts of other events were they a part of?
Sorry, say again?
What other events were they a part of? You said that they generally tend to show up in places where events happen. What sort of events?
Well, recently in the Kingdom of the Foxes, there was, shall we say, an ordeal. Something that the monarchs were not capable of holding back. The undead had infiltrated the city via a necromancer, and it was discovered that this had been enabled by the incompetency of the higher-ups.
Maria nods.
A large portion of the main city was lost. The capital city, there we go. A large section of the capital city was lost. The casualties were high, and the atrocities were many.
Maria looks saddened by this. It is regrettable that I could not have helped my homeland with that tragedy.
There is not much you could have done. It took several of those proctors as well as a great archmage in order to repel the invasion.
Maria still sighs. But yes, I've seen what the undead can do to a town. I never wish to see that happen again. Unfortunately, I don't have the strength currently to deal with the undead plague. Perhaps one day.
Is this all that brings you here?
Well, I do enjoy a good library. So when someone said there was one, I had to come up with any excuse I could to come in. But thank you for giving us that little lesson and for taking care of this lovely library. Maria looks around.
It is this one's calling in life, you could say.
Well, clearly you take pride in your work. The books are all very well organized, and I don't see a speck of dust on them.
So then, you are new to this place.
Indeed, we are new recruits, if you will. We are applying to join the guild, and hopefully are able to get in.
Some of us more new than the others. Zale says, kind of just butting into the conversation.
Frieza will say, admittedly, I was mostly here for the bounty. Don't care one way or another if I'm part of an adventuring guild.
The values of being in an adventuring guild are many. You should consider it.
More bounties, in fact. Maria smiles at them.
It is not just more bounties. There is a lot of resources, clout, connections, and protections that you can gain. It is a dangerous world.
Don't we know? We've been adventuring for quite a while without assistance.
Then one imagines it is all the more reason that you should seek the company of such.
Risa will just say, admittedly, I suppose the question is, with the Adventuring Guild, is it a case of being able to do a lot to cover up certain illegal activities? Since otherwise, admittedly, I'm not sure how much benefit I'd get.
It is not just covering up
yourself.
illegal activities. There are certain shops, companies that will only, that will give first choice of their wares to higher ranking members of this guild.
I see.
You get access to a lot of experimental equipment as well.
I do enjoy a good experiment.
So, are there other questions?
Yes, do you happen to have a cookbook by chance?
Actually, yes, we just got ours in. One of ours back, or other.
Any local recipes, worldwide dishes?
It is the Adventurer's Survival Cookbook. Lists a bunch of things, whether they are safe to eat or not, and also what certain creatures will use to charm you into doing their bidding.
Excuse me, I must have said cooking wrong.
If you wish to understand cooking, you need to understand the dishes, what foods, what you're capable of putting into the food, all of this, understanding what others will offer you that is of danger, is just as much a part of cooking as the actual preparing of a dish.
Sometimes as an adventurer, it's just as important to know what's going to try to cook you as it is what you can cook.
Noted.
My question is, why do you have a set of alchemy and a smithy in the library? That seems like it would make it very difficult to read in peace. Seems like question your interior design.
Do not worry. That area is particularly quieted. It is because people need to be able to access the books on how to fix their weapons. Slow learners, people who do not wish to see a blacksmith as well when they are new to adventuring and poor.
As an alchemist, I can appreciate having the books and the equipment in the same room.
Seem more pertinent and safe to just bring the books to a different room.
No, the books here are in no danger. One way or another, this one has yet to lose a book.
Yes, speaking of books, may I see your cookbook? I don't need to leave with it. I'll be done with it in just a second.
He pulls out a book on that lists how to cook various mushroom-based dishes.
I'm in the ground.
He'll take it to, I don't know if there are any tables in this room. Or like any place to like sit down.
She would wave her hand and a chair emerges from the woodwork.
Oh, very convenient. This is for me, yes?
Yes, it is.
Very well, thank you. He'll sit down, start reading it, and taking notes with his other hand.
I'm sorry, I need to step away for just a second.
We can take a 5-minute break. I've got to do something as well.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix it so that I'm actually like ground level, but like on the actual ground. Because I can I can go underneath the library ground for some reason. I got stuck there for a second. But when I tried to set myself back on the actual ground, I can't fucking can't put myself actually on the floor. Is this like an elderly thing? Okay. Take my headphones off.
Her acting like she's the only one that doesn't get a break on anything. When she's the one that kicked me out. All right, I'm back.
Oh well.
Honk.
Yellow.
Hey.
You just didn't come over, by the way. Oh, okay.
I didn't say anything. I was just hitting the mute switch on my mic. I think that makes my mic light up for a second.
So I'm going to have everyone roll perception.
I dislike this. I mean, I'm a master, but that's something.
All right. Seeker is the first one to notice, given their perfectly correct stature and not being too short. A strange book that glows and looks like a lantern on the bottom shelf of the bookcase they're next to.
Paolo, are you back or still muted?
I didn't realize I was muted. What's on the bookshelf? Sorry.
A book that looks like a lantern and it glows as if it's got a fire inside of it.
Seeker grabs it and opens it. Because Seeker has no impulse control.
Um, the first page says Nightshade's Guide to Poisonous Spellcraft.
Poisonous spellcraft.
Ominous at all.
Spellcraft.
What do you have there?
Nightshade's Guide to Poisonous Spellcraft.
You mind if I take a look there?
Seeker holds the book over their head.
Maria takes it, cracks it open.
The book
Explodes in Maria's hands. Anyway,
The first chapter of the book seems to be on how to mix magical poisons.
did you say mixed poisons?
Yes. Magical poisons.
Maria pulls out her own notebook and takes some notes. Interesting. It's a book on magical poisons.
Yeah, but look, it's got a lantern. And it's glowing. I wonder if
The
poison
front
is-
cover of the book does indeed seem to look almost exactly like a lit lantern, even emitting light.
Clearly, this is a sign from my patron. Maria turns back to the librarian. Do you have a policy on checking out books? I would like to look over this for quite some time.
That is not one of ours. So this one supposes you could take it.
Maria shrugs. Well,
Breeze will- Oh, go ahead.
if you don't want it, Maria slips it into her bag. Don't mind if I do.
The moment that you place it inside of the bag, it seems to phase right through the bag and fall onto the floor.
Risa will just say, "So we have another lantern in an unusual place."
We had a lantern in an unusual place before.
Did you miss the whole thing with the guy at the front door? And
No.
Maria sighs. Well, if it won't go in my bag, I'll just carry it with me. Maria flips through the book, taking some notes on the ingredients for some of these magical poisons.
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
Maria is taking notes on the ingredients for various magical poisons in her crafting book.
Okay. The moment that you start to read the book, you see strange ways to mix various types of fruits into fruit juices into poison. However, you do not recognize any of the tools that the book mentions requiring.
Can I make a crafting check?
Sure.
Do crafting roll. I rolled a nat 20 earlier. I'm gonna use that hero point. Much better.
Okay. You do not recognize these tools as if they come from some land that you've not heard of. Or the writers speaking in nonsense. Could go either way, really.
Maria turns to. Is it Zale? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yes.
Zale, you're not from around here. Do you recognize the names of these tools? Maria shows the book to them.
Roll crafting.
Yeah, 1 second.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there it is. Maybe?
Nope.
Actually, I'm gonna try and hero point that one.
Need be, I could go see if I know the names.
You don't recognize it though.
He'll kind of look over it for a moment, and then look back up to you, kind of with a disappointed head shake.
Well, it was worth a shot. Well, if you won't stay in my bag book, you are still coming with me. Maria tucks it under her arm.
Did you actually check out the book?
She said I could have it
Ah,
because it doesn't belong to the library.
okay. I just wanted to see whether that you were stealing or not. I didn't catch that.
If you want, we can take turns holding it if you get tired.
It doesn't matter if they did or didn't, because we all know that snitches get stitches.
Indeed.
It's not snitching if I'm upholding the law.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's snitching. I'm pretty sure that's the essence of snitching.
Nope. My God gave me an immunity to that.
Damn.
Yep. I'm immune because of money.
You hear the door open, and suddenly Aurora walks inside. Any day now. There we
Any
go.
day now. Did you bring the cam? Did she bring the camera with her?
That's the Stargale's job.
I thought I did.
I'm just wondering whether or not it's spectacular because I didn't see it. But it's also hard to see everything because like everything's blocking everything.
Nope, apparently I accidentally left it over there. Okay.
For only to the people watching the stream. I didn't see shit for like an hour.
Yeah, well, no, they could see the library, they just couldn't see your tokens moving in it.
You know, I have lost Aurora's token because this room is so tiny and hard to navigate.
Did we step out into the hall then?
I'll still have lost Aurora's token.
Let me find it.
I am just gonna have to generate a new token.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing because I've looked everywhere now.
At this point, would it be easier just to make a new token for her?
Well,
That's what she meant.
What happened to the other one?
No one knows.
Oh,
It fell through
Lost
the
in the
world.
shells.
Disappeared into the ether.
must have gone down below the level. That's
checked
what
there.
keeps happening to me.
She no clipped
Okay.
out.
I checked that. I promise you, I checked that.
Aurora would approach the party and say, well, we have finished discussing your potential membership into the guild. And
Interesting.
you will be being provided with any of a number of different jobs to test your mettle, if you will.
Well, I was always good at tests. What are our options?
That's still being decided on.
Risa will just say, considering I'm metal currently, what kinds of tests are we talking?
You know, how many degrees can you stand being heated up into?
Fair.
I find around 120 degrees, I tend to get a bit uncomfortable.
Either way, your reward money is currently being processed. It'll take a few days to follow up and check the authenticity of the body. You'd be shocked how many people try to fake these things, so forgive them for not trusting us.
We understand. Justice must be vigilant.
She nods solemnly. Anyway, have you found any interesting information, anything about this strange cheetah curse you've alleged?
No.
It seems to be relatively harmless, whatever it is. Everyone in the guild, for the most part, just appears to be cheetahs.
Azali will actually just kind of look over himself for a second.
Interestingly enough, we found a new friend, and they do not look like a cheetah.
But curious.
It's almost as if we are pawns in some greater game being played by...
We are always pawns in a greater game. Or fish in a bigger pond.
You broke my very meta joke. But anyway.
Oh.
What is this meta you speak of?
That was out of character.
Oh, sorry.
I try to only talk as Maria with the accent. I don't know if it comes across very well. She's a bit British, I guess?
Well, yes, after getting a little bit of flogger in her.
Oh.
A little bit of Flagra and her, a little bit of Maria and Flagra. You know how it goes.
All women sound the same.
Gay, if you ask me.
Either way, anything that you wish to share with me?
We did find this book. Maria holds it up. Quite the interesting tome on magical poisons. Interestingly enough, it doesn't like to go into a bag, Maria demonstrates by trying to stick it in her bag.
Book slips through again.
The
Aurora
librarian.
would pick up the book before and thumb through some of the pages before suddenly collapsing under the weight of a creature that appears in place of the book.
Maria seems amused at this. Oh, this just keeps getting more and more interesting. And what might you be? Maria looks the creature over.
Does this look hostile?
Well, I am a dragon. Although this doesn't quite look like my hammock. What am I doing in a library?
Well, you came out of a book that we found here that was glowing. A book on magical poisons.
Oh, magical poisons are fun. But not as fun as Suntime. That was the best Suntime I've ever had.
Sometime.
Well, yeah, you gotta go up and up to the top of the trees, and just right at high noon, just take a nap for an hour.
You sleep up there? In the trees? Where vultures can see you? Are you nuts?
Well, I'm a dragon. What would a vulture do to a dragon?
Attack you, probably. They're big enough.
The caracal cheetah would just pipe up. This one, if you have that particular problem, this one would suggest that you use a scare vulture.
Scare vulture.
Nothing scares vultures.
Can
I
I
would
have?
assume,
Go ahead.
there are many things scare vultures. In
Not
fact,
even red lizards.
Uh,
I don't feel anything.
the dragon would just wave their hand dismissively and say, I have a sloth that usually keeps an eye out while I'm sleeping, so I'm not too worried. They then look down at Aurora, and all of their scales suddenly turn pink and yellow as they just exclaim, You are very colorful and pretty, and I am so sorry for being on top of you.
Would you like to be on top of me later?
Aurora gets up, dusting
Every time.
off her armor and just saying, You probably won't be the last person to land on me.
Excuse me, are you cursed to have people fall on you?
Sometimes it feels that way.
I see. Not confirmed then. He says, writing it down.
I have seen priests about it, but they all say it's inconclusive.
Also,
What was that, Paolo?
I just asked if this happens a lot.
It happens quite a lot, yes.
Kava would just say, Have you checked for invisible bananas? I hear they cause people to fall on you.
What?
You know, there has been a strange uptick in banana peels ever since all of those lanterns started appearing. It is strange. Or perhaps coincidence.
Kava will then just narrow their eyes and look around and say, You could never be too careful about invisible bananas.
No,
They'll just slip you up.
most of them are visible. But one imagines in the presence of so many visible ones, there are invisible ones.
Quite possible. And those are the ones that will slip you up the most when you're tree gliding.
can I have Zale roll draconic lore to try and figure out what kind of dragon this is?
Sure.
Nice.
You're pretty sure that this is a dragon, but not a dragon made of dragon metal, just a dragon.
Excuse me, Miss. Zali says, addressing Kava.
They then look, Kava actually just doesn't seem to respond.
Miss Dragon, Miss Colorful Dragon.
Miss? I think you mean mix. Because I'm a mix of colors. And then all of their scales just suddenly flash a bunch of different colors.
Whoa. Sick.
Mixed dragon?
Yes.
And oh, never mind. Do you know why you came from a book, Mixed Dragon?
Honestly? Not sure.
Is the book still there, or did they replace the book?
Book seems to have vanished.
Maria looks slightly disappointed at realizing the book is gone.
You know, there is a very revered species that is said to come from the books and bless people with all sorts of madness.
Are you the reason why we keep seeing cheetahs everywhere we go?
No. At least I don't think so.
Does that mean we're going to start turning into cheetahs next?
Well, if you want to turn into cheetahs, I can help with that. I just need a little bit of cheetah fur.
I rather enjoy being a fox currently.
What? Why not? We're certainly not in short supply.
But what if you were a fox with cheetah spots?
I would be okay with that.
Kava will then just pull out a paintbrush from their bag, dip it in some paint, black paint, and walk towards Maria if she does not stop them.
Maria seems more intrigued than anything else.
And Kava will just start painting cheetah spots on Maria.
You know, I was expecting something a little more magical, but this is rather amusing.
Yeah, it'll take time to get all the stuff for the magical part, so this is the more fun way.
So, shall we find another gig?
I guess. I don't think I caught your name. Maria looks at the dragon.
The name's Kava, like the Kava plant.
Ah, well, Kava, would you like to join us? Since you seem to have replaced my book.
That depends on what I'm joining you for.
We're adventurers. We
Oh, say no
generally-
more.
Okay.
You can see when Kava says their name, Zale will just kind of like scribble out something in his notebook.
If adventuring is the game, then I'm absolutely down. I love traveling. As they say this, you can just see like, well, a lot of the scales have returned to kind of a more patterned setup. You can still see pinkish coloring tinting most of the scales.
Hmm. I want to just look and see if the spots are painted on.
On Maria?
No, on you.
Oh. No, you very much watched them just kind of shift colors.
Okay. Interesting.
I guess they leave the library.
Yeah?
All right then.
Let's go back to the front desk.
Yung there. Why?
All right, one
Yeah.
second before you go outside. Okay, you can leave the room.
Okay, cool.
When you exit the room, you see a purple scaled serpentine creature holding a scythe facing the cheetah that you had talked to earlier.
Maria just watches, observing what's happening.
The cheetah says, "Look, for the last time, I'm telling you, I don't know how it got there. I've been helping you look this entire time. Why do you think that I'm the one placing lanterns everywhere? Perhaps you infiltrated the investigation in order to subvert our efforts." The flames on their scythe seem to glow even brighter. I'm telling you, I don't know how it got there. I don't use lanterns. I have dark vision. Why would I bother?
Methinks this one doth protest too much. Can I roll a deception check?
Oh my
Sure.
God.
Good luck.
Could have been better. Could
It
have been worse.
would be best not to lie on something potentially serious.
The serpentine creature looks at Maria. You had a hand in this.
And if I did, what would be the consequences of it? Maria seems to eye them, looking them over.
These lanterns have caused us a number of difficulties. They keep our guild from growing. Tell me what you think we might do to those responsible.
Can I make a perception check? To
Do it. Secret perception.
that, I'm gonna need. I got a question mark.
You sense some murderous intent from the snake creature.
Well, you seem like the type that would take this out in violence.
Those who seek chaos must not bring it into the guild.
I see. Well, I can assure you that I bear no ill will towards your guild and deception check. I don't know anything about these lanterns you're speaking of. Other than that one seems to have accosted everybody walking down the hall about it.
Do you want me
Deception
to,
check. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't say anything because you beat my DC.
Serpentine creature frowns. If I see you involved in this, there shall be no mercy next time.
Kava will then just look at all of them confused and just say, if this is an adventuring guild, what's the problem with chaos? Isn't the whole point of adventuring to get engaged with chaos?
One requires places of order for adventurers to learn before throwing themselves out into madness.
You can't run a proper organization without order.
Well, anyway, if you're done accusing me and my friends of something with no proof, I would like to move on with my business. Maria smiles.
This is fair. Perhaps I was hasty. I shall just check some of the guild's security cameras, and that shall prove your innocence.
Very well. And do bear in mind, if you ever threaten me or anybody I consider my family again, I may not show you mercy. Maria looks dead serious at this.
Good luck carrying through with your threat.
It was not a threat, it was a promise. Maria steps past them. Having nothing else to say to this person.
All right. We are going to leave off here, and there will be a poll in a few minutes.
Alrighty.
Alright.
This time I'll remember to actually vote in it, baby.
Y'all,
Woo.
love you like chicken. Hasta la vista.